of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Psijic monks. Man's been hitting the skooma, I say. What is it? What is it?
Well, hello there. You can call me I'm a Cobra. Today I'll be showing you how to get one of the most elusive and previously unobtainable items in the game, the Psijic Robes set, with no console commands or mods and just good old glitches and exploits. Let's get to it. First, let me explain what the problem is here. All the Psijic Order members have the Ghost State, which prevent them from getting hit, as well as being pickpocketed. This prevents us from being able to pickpocket him and get his clothes. The second issue is that they all eventually disappear, not giving us time to take their stuff. With that being said, I have found the way to obtain the impossible Psijic Robes after nearly 13 years. First, we need to go through the requirements. You will need a follower that can be commanded, that isn't essential, and isn't over level 100. Mora's Grasp. Note, Mora's Grasp has a level limit of 100, which is why we need a follower level 100 or lower. Vampiric Grip in human form, which means you need to progress the Dawnguard questline and become a Vampire Lord through Lord Harkin or Serana, and then use the Vampire Lord form's Vampiric Dream to kill living creatures to get experience points, perks to get the Vampiric Grip spell. I also recommend getting Mist Form for a later exploit. To use Vampiric Grip in human form, cast Bound Sword in the left hand, and then attack and transform at the same time. Then revert form. As you hear the transformation sound effect, quickly equip Vampiric Grip. You should now see that you have Vampiric Grip equipped in human form. You should also have an obscene amount of magic in order to maintain Vampiric Grip, most likely gained through Fortify Restoration. You need a few D&D chests. I recommend getting the 2 in the Dragon's Reach Jarl's quarters and the 1 in Uhtred the Unbroken's house. Moving on, you'll need a battle axe or a warhammer. Next, you'll need a paralysis ingredients, a nuts jelly or cork bulb root from Creation Club. And last but not least, you need Bend Will at least up to the second word of power, which means you also have to progress the Dragonborn questline up until Hermes Mora teaches you the second word of power in Apocrypha, since it can mind control NPCs. Now, there are a couple quest requirements, in addition to the quest to get the abilities previously mentioned. 1. Under Saarthal of the College questline needs to be active, and Nerien, the first Psijic monk to appear, needs not have appeared yet. 2. You need certain progress in the main quest line. I will reveal that shortly. And with that, we begin the heist to steal the hardest to obtain clothing set in the game. So as you can see here, we have Under Saarthal active, and this is right before where Nerien appears in this room. Now get your follower, ask him to wait, and not in that room there. Then Mora's Grasp him, and get Vampiric Grip, walk into the room, and start trying to grab Nerien. You drag him to this wall here, there's an invisible wall, so in order to get him through the invisible wall, go ahead and lower your view here, crouch so that he's hugging the wall, and you need your D&D chests, and then you need to drop them. So if you let go, you should see that he went through the invisible wall there. Equip your two-handed weapon while Vampiric Grip is still equipped. Power attack backwards against the invisible wall. Eat your paralysis ingredient to clip through the invisible wall yourself. Get your follower, command him to follow you, grab him and bring him to the entrance. and then drop him off here. And when your follower catches up, we need to command him to attack Nerien. And then once he goes hostile, you need to enter the door quickly, and then you'll see that Nerien follows you out. Now drag Nerien to the destination. Challenge, can you drag Nerien all the way without dropping him? It's a long trek. Well, we're at our destination. Well, actually, the second last one. At this point, though, you can probably guess what I'm trying to do with him. But first, we're going to take him to the side of High Hrothgar here to land him on this conveniently sized platform. And then you gotta jump on this ledge. And then grip him, and then successfully toss him over the top of High Hrothgar. And then use a D&D chest to platform up there. This 250 value D&D chest comes from Uther the Unbroken's house, which helps with perfect platforming straight up. And then grab Nerien again and toss him over. Grab Nerien one more time and drag into our final destination. Now I ask you, what is the true power of the namesake of the series? Hi party snacks, I brought an offering. Drop off Nerien and now read the old paper. Do you see that quest objective completed? That's supposed to designate when Nerien is supposed to disappear in Saarthal. But oh no, Nerien's gone forever, right? We can't ever get his robes ever again. Well, look, my follower's here because he followed too late. But yeah, why is he in the Elder Scrolls cutscene? Isn't that kind of strange? Like, what's he doing here? Isn't he supposed to not be here? And he got attacked. This is really strange, isn't it? Anyways, as you can see, once the Elder Scroll cutscene ends... What? Nerien? What the hell is he doing here? You still can't pickpocket him, but Nerien is sticking around after the quest stage he was supposed to disappear. Thank you, true power of the Elder Scroll. Thank you, God Howard. This was totally intentional, right? It just works. Seriously, the Elder Scroll cutscene disables NPCs around the area and then enables them afterwards, so that's what's happening. And so you need to continue the College of Winterhold questline. And so go back to Saarthal, talk to Solstir and continue the quest, and wait several hours for a special someone to appear. Ta-da! Look who it is! He still can't be pickpocketed at this point, but we solved one problem where we make him stick around when he was supposed to disappear. Next step, we need to remove his ghost state. So continue the College of Winterhold questline, kill a shambling corpse, retrieve and return some overdue books, and then we hold off from speaking to Quaranir, since we need to go back to Saarthal to pick up Nerien, but you should clear any possible bounty in Winterhold, or else the guards will hassle you if you try to drag Nerien through Winterhold with a bounty. And then you finally go to Saarthal to pick up Nerien. Here, ask your follower to wait at this spot so they don't have to follow you back after you drag Nerien back to the beginning again. Grab Nerien and drop him off at the start. Command your follower to attack Nerien again until he goes hostile and then quickly leave, and then Nerien should have followed you outside again. Now vamp grip him back to Winterhold. Once he fully gets up and is still aggroed on you, enter the Hall of the Elements. And then quickly enter the Archmage's quarters. After he's already in the Archmage's quarters, you're good to go, so you can just go straight to Quaranir and speak to him. After Quaranir's free scene ends here, it will remove Nerien's ghost state, which will allow us to pickpocket him. After you finish speaking to Quaranir, equip Bend Will, and then you need to cast Bend Will and pick his pocket at the same time to do the mind control glitch. Unfortunately he caught me here, but all we have to do is wait an hour. At least at this point it's all good because he stays forever at Saarthal anyway, so you can come back and try again anytime really. So find Nerien in Saarthal, sneak so he doesn't detect you, and then vamp grip him, and then cast Bend Will. And then as you can see here, I activated his inventory and bent his will at the same time. So make him equip armor. Now equip your prize. And marvel at the most unobtainable clothing in the game. Well, I guess it's not really unobtainable anymore, at least not without glitches and exploits, but I think I can argue this is the hardest clothing or armor set to obtain in the game. I've also verified getting the Psijic Robes on the Nintendo Switch, so it is entirely possible to do this on consoles as well. As you can see, I gave him the exclusive Zelda items. The Psijic Robes are very interesting. They're unplayable, but they can all be enchanted normally with usual enchantments, and notice how they all have an extra eye. But also they have a female character model, they have Khajiit Argonian head model just to fit their wider heads. I don't know why these robes have their own ground models, as you can see from the enchanting table. And here's their monetary and warmth values in case anyone was curious. By the way, Mizolf Nerien does not affect Saarthal Nerien because they're two technically different NPCs. Nerien also doesn't appear in the final scene where they take the Eye of Magnus, so he'll still stick around at Saarthal forever. Anyways, that is how you get the Psijic Robe set. I must say, it was rather annoying to get, but I mean, I do everything in the game anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. As you noticed, it requires so many quest lines, as in main quest lines, the main quest line and the main quest lines of the DLCs. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that and how to get them. I hope the directions were very clear, so if you have any comments or questions or any other advice for me, maybe to improve my videos as I plan to make more later. Anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you.